Here we go, folks. I'll do one every day this week. Thursday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. It's Thursday, 24th of October. Hello and cheers. Well, no, he didn't show. I'm not pissed. It's just, people are the way they are. And whatever reason, you know, Blake didn't show. He didn't show. So, did it ruin my day? Absolutely not. What did I do? Well, I opened up the studio and started working anyway. And if we don't watch out, I'll have a whole nother new record to work on by the time he comes in to start all the stuff that I have prepared. So the other part of yesterday was I had a great day actually. Since he didn't show, I opened up the studio for a short time, and then because I had such excuse me about the chair. I have WD-40. I may try to find I don't want to take the chair apart. It seems like you have to halfway take it apart to get to the part that's squeaking. Anyway, I had such a positive experience digging up library records out of my closet yesterday, the day before, that after I was done in the studio, I pulled a bunch more and had more surprises. It was like, wow, buried treasure in my closet. Perspectives change, they do. And apparently what I was looking for in the library records when I first bought them is different than my perspective now. It's like almost every record that I played yesterday, it's like, whoa, okay. I'll show some in a minute. But before that, I was thinking more about either some more of these that are going to be replaced. I got several good years of use out of those Blake sleeves, but ultimately the way that So anyway, I was thinking about spiritual jazz in regards to the Black Unity Trio record that I got. And from my experience, if you want to hear some truly intense spiritual jazz, you need to hear this. Albert Ayler Trio, Spiritual Unity. This is an early pressing. ESP did so many different pressings. It's hard to tell, don't really matter, I know, but this is a very early pressing, 60s pressing. This is amazing. This changes the atoms in the air at one point. They caught it on record because it's just horn, bass, and drums. And at one point, there's this white noise that they create. It's on the record. It's an amazing. It's one of those moments where it's like they've opened a portal. Literally, audio. It's on the record. I still remember the first time that I experienced it. It's like, what is happening? This is super intense. And Albert Ayler's playing is an acquired taste because he throws in there the voice of old black spirituals and the church and field hollers. It's all in his playing, and sometimes it's a bit much. But here is one. Now, I pulled a couple of his albums because that's the main one, but this is another one. Albert Ayler didn't mess around. Spirits Rejoice. It's another early ESP. Absolutely fantastic. Don Eiler, his brother, is on here. Henry Grimes and Gary Peacock on basses. Charles Tyler on the other saxophone. Highly recommended. Now, these were kind of bunched together, so yeah, I gotta cover this. These are all bunched together, so I'll show these as well. This is extraordinary. New York Eye and Ear Control. This is some dope shit, people. This is some amazing, intense, raw expression. Highly recommend Albert Eiler. And all the players, the people that you see that he played with, it's because they had it. One more. Bells. This is a one-sided album, isn't it? Reissue. Italian reissue on the bass label. Yeah, this is one side, all smooth. So I just after reading some of the comments yesterday, I thought to myself, well, let me talk about at least a little bit about spiritual jazz. So a bit of a mess here, but I want to try to talk about some of the records that I rediscovered in my library music collection. A couple of surprises. Well, let's just go here. These are sitting right here. So this was a real surprise. This is called Nomination. Large modern orchestral sounds for current affairs, industry, and travel. Most of this is written by and arranged by Carl Jenkins, who was in Centipede, Soft Machine. Now, what caught my attention is that there's a track on here. I forget, I didn't catch the title, but it's on here, where the shape of the song, of the music, is very similar to the track Skylines by Camel on their album Rain Dances. Now, as I listened and kept listening, it became obvious, if I could play this, I'm not going to. I could show it to you. The song on the Camel album came from the song on this album by Carl Jenkins. They heard it. Now, I haven't pulled my Camel album to see if Jenkins is credited on it. But it's not quite the same song, but the shape of the song, including the bass line, are so unique that it's like they must have heard, or there's a connection between the two tracks. That really caught my attention. This came out this was at least a year before the Camel. Carl Jenkins of Soft Machine, that was like, and then the rest of it is really good too, but that was like, wow. Natural Break with a silly cover. But I love this. Modern pop sounds played by Bright Spark. This was just delightful. The way that they describe the tracks is perfect. And some of what it shows me what I really like. I like stuff that is gentle, light. I like sweetness, lilting, delicate, relaxed, flowing, slow, relaxed, sentimental. Those are some of the track descriptions on here. I love this. I played it all the way through. It's fantastic. There's some more. Okay, let me just grab these. Okay, here's another one. Illusions. These records are cool too because the covers are obviously not made for public consumption like the commercial market. Illusions. What is this? Modern large group music. This is all by Graham Prescott. Now, I know that name, and I meant to look it up. Pardon me, folks. If the computer will let me, I'm looking him up right now because I know that name, Graham Prescott. He is the main writer of the... This is wonderful. British multi-instrumentalist, musician, songwriter. Best known for his work with Tom Jones, Deep Purple, Paul McCartney, Bon Jovi. And it doesn't look like he was in any groups that I know of. As I'm looking on his page here, he's done a lot of library music. I don't have any KPM. KPM, when I came across this, there weren't very many KPMs. And I was buying according to what caught my interest. And the KPMs weren't catching them, so I don't have any of those. But I scored big time with these. DeWolf, Hudson Music, these are awesome. This is really, look at the cover. As well as that, as well as listening to a variety, and I plan to continue today besides rehearsing for my show tomorrow. I can plan to continue to dive into these library records. It was so much fun yesterday. It really was. But some other records that I pulled because my classical was in there. Here's one that I played all the way through yesterday. I hadn't played it. Love this album. Love Julian Bream. Love classical guitar. 20th century guitar. I had a copy of this that was given to me as a kid, and I just played it to death. Found a replacement copy years ago, but I hadn't played this in years. And this ends with a piece by Héctor Villa-Lobos that I just love. Etude number 5. His technique, Segovia is my favorite. I think Segovia is in a league of his own. But Julian Bream's technique is also just up there. This is just wonderful. I love classical guitar. Classical guitar, pardon me. Here is one where it was, this is like, wow, this is really good. And knock onward. What's up with this cover now? Come on now, people, for heaven's sake. Large modern orchestral pieces with synthesized variations. This is good. And it's hard to like say it sounds like so-and-so because some things do, but mostly what it is these guys are really skilled and they do what the descriptions say. This one has a lot of dramatic, restless, lively. Another one is episodic, changeable. Another one is driving and bold. This is really good. Silly cover. With the club, the phallic reference, so obvious. We're so silly, aren't we, as people? Always got private parts on our minds, don't we? Not always, but a lot. Here's another one that was here and there. Now, that's the other thing about library music is that since it's utilitarian, it'll be a variety of approaches. And if I don't like one, well, just try the next one, And it really helps that everything is so descriptive. This one has a lot of, not a lot, but it has several cheerful, carefree. We get it. Nice. There's something on here that's romantic and broad, melodic, plaintive and relaxed. I really enjoyed this. DeWolf. There's the old red, white, and blue DeWalt, and then there's the red label DeWalts. As I was looking at these, I see where these go all the way back to when they were being made on 78s. A couple more. Really had fun with these. TV Suite. I think there's a series of these. I have at least 2 of them. This was so much fun because it's stuff that has probably been used. There are some themes on here I think I've heard that before. And there's one on here that's pastiche of Mission Impossible, but that's just what it says. TV Suite. Look at those titles. Winter, Highway Robbery, Dark Deeds Afoot, Search and Destroy, Royal Pastimes. This was so much fun. That's the right way to describe this. This was a fun listen. It's like TV without the TV. And I like that because it's just right for the imagination. Here's another one. I didn't get to this one, but this one is good. I remember this one. Synthesis, music for strings. But here's one that I didn't remember being this good. Headline. Modern orchestral pieces featuring brass and guitar. Headline. Upbeat, optimistic, fast, dramatic, imposing, fanfare into breezy melody. That's the one. High purpose, fanfare into a breezy melody. That's my ticket. Headline. Had a lot of fun with this yesterday, and I'm showing just throwing a few. Here's another one. Tumbling Dice. The cover doesn't really do it justice. Modern group moves played by Pop Eye. And this is like hearing the Wrecking Crew just making records. These guys are really good players. And this sounds like, I don't know, like backing tracks for something like maybe like the Mamas and Papas or something. Really cool. Nice to hear from you, DJ Trish. And I feel your comment. What did she say? I'm looking forward to the end of the election. I don't know what's darker, Halloween or the election. Good one, Trish. Which reminds me, I don't like Halloween. I've said it before. I haven't enjoyed Halloween since I was a child, and even then, it was a mixed bag. When I tell some friends, well, I really don't like Halloween. Well, don't you like it for the kids? And I say, actually, no. Even for the kids, it's a mess, you know. Halloween, when I was a kid, it was fun and traumatic. We had to deal with the weirdos in the neighborhood, trying to snatch us and stuff on Halloween night. What the fuck, you know what I mean? And then when we went through people putting pins into the candy and just other weird stuff, and just the fact that things are so out of balance in the world right now, the reality is very scary. So the idea of getting spooky and playing makeup and just forgetting everything and having fun, nah, it doesn't work for me anymore. I'll just play some records. So, to wrap up, I'm going to be rehearsing today. Not much to rehearse. It's more like just getting a suite of pieces of music to choose from to possibly play, because I don't know. I go to set up. I don't play until the evening, but my setup is tomorrow at noon. So I'll get an idea from setup what I should play. The one thing I know I will play is the track that is on the Low End album that Bemis curated. I'll play that for one of the breaks. But the other stuff is kind of nebulous. I have 2 other pieces in mind that I think will fit. But at the same time, I keep trying to tell myself, just stop thinking that and think about what you want to play. What do you want to hear? One of the fun things about doing gigs is being able to hear my music through a big sound system, a big, boomy, wonderful. And Bemis has a good sound system, so that will be fun for me to hear the tracks in big living stereo. So that's also part of it. It's like, what will sound good to me? So that's what I got going. I hope things go well out in California for my family. I'm just going to put it out there. You know, my nephews have been struggling like a lot of folks, and we try to help out. But I have to put it out there that I can't keep doing it because I'm on such a limited. I haven't been able to buy records because I need to try and build up a cash pile to pay for repairs on the house. I have to, and there's only one way to do it since I'm not working. So I hope that California can get by without my help next month. I'm just putting it out there because I don't have it to spare. Along those lines, because I always rip. Tomorrow will be the big day for a lot of people. The Cure's new album. I know that's going to be big news for a lot of people. If somebody wants to send me a copy, I'm not going to buy it. But if you want to know what I think about it, and I'd be happy to receive a copy. Same with the Jordy Greep. I don't have it to spare. That's why I'm not buying records. I'd love to go to the record store today. I would love to. I'm not going to. I cannot afford it right now. And on top of that, as I keep discovering, I've got a gold mine, literally, already, to listen to. And a lot of stuff that I haven't listened to or don't even remember. But I am anticipating seeing tomorrow in the music groups that I'm a member of online, countless posts of the new Cure album. And I'm looking forward to hearing the whole album. But it's not something that is on my list to buy at all. But I would happily receive a copy, and I would happily review it if that happens. If someone wants to know what I think about the new Cure, you can send me a copy. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Take care.